What's up? Welcome to your psychic reading. This is your tarot card reading for today. Okay, I got a little new setup. Y'all haven't seen this part of me yet, but this is where it's at. This is what I do. Okay. So I just wanted to give you a brief introduction. The screen is so far away that even with my glasses, I can't even, well, if I did that, then I can read what you say. Bear with me on that. I'm working that out. Okay, so my name is Brian. I am your friendly neighborhood rebellious spiritualist. That's right. So grab your snacks, grab your drinks, grab whatever you got going on, because we're going to get hot and get on it right now. Okay. So this is a general collective tarot card reading. It means it doesn't matter what sign you are. If the message that you're hearing, you can relate to it, that's cool. You can bounce off at any time, and you can stick around to the end so you hear the whole thing, and then maybe you can see if it fits somewhere into your life. Too easy, right? Too easy. So what do we got here? These are your co-host. Oh, I would. Oh, I don't know. I haven't done this before ever. Oh, it went away. I couldn't even reach it. Yeah. So maybe next time, Desiree, we'll do the co-hosting. Okay. My apologies if you try and jump in. I have no idea how to do this. I was gonna do it. Okay. But give me some time. Come back again, darling, and we'll definitely do that. Okay. But I'm about to get into just a concentrated state of energy and give you the message. Okay. So like I said, what do we got here? We have these are your shadow oracle cards. And on this side here, we have your angel number cards. Okay. So I'll pull two of these cards, one each, to be reflecting in your current energy now. And then I'll use these tarot cards to lay a story out for you and give you the message. Okay. So the message could be in the beginning, in the middle, or the end. Because when I'm done, I'm going to lay two cards at the end. That's going to be your verdict. That is going to be your grand finale, your bachelor rose, your home run, whatever you want to call it. But that will be it. That will be final, and that will be your message. Let's do it. All right. So just randomly, because I'm going to have to read these cards, we'll get two of these. This is your shadow. Control. Okay. So right about now, someone is either seeking control or is in too much control. Okay. But it says here, by letting go of the illusion of control, we open ourselves to genuine freedom. This is one of your first cards in the beginning. All right, now we're going to get into your angel oracle, and that is the number you need to see. Now, when I speak of these numbers, 0330, these are what we call angel numbers, and the angel numbers represent synchronicities. And basically what a synchronicity is that the angels are trying to give you a message. So whether you're at the gas station, you get your receipt, you're at home, you look at the clock, you see these numbers, license plates, it doesn't matter where. As long as you're aware, you're going to see it, and then you're going to be able to remember what you're thinking at the time you see this number, because that will be the message. That's very important for this to work. You have to remember what the hell you're thinking about at the time when you've seen this. Oftentimes, plenty of times, I'll be thinking of things that, I want to do, or some, just whatever. And then I'll see the number, and then I'll remember what I thought about, and I say, okay, that's the message. So these numbers now have a translation. And let me give you that real quick here. Okay, so for your number here, 0330, lucky shirt. That's what it says right there, lucky shirt. Okay, so it says love, peace, hope, and optimism. Transferring responsibility to others. Progress and creativity. Now, ain't that funny? How the first card that you have was about control. And then your angel numbers here, 0330, we're talking about transferring control. Appreciate y'all up there. TikTok universe. Okay. So the angel numbers, it's in sync with your shadow number because you're trying to control things here. And it says here, transferring responsibility to others. So that is your energy. Okay. So we're just going to put these to the side. And we're going to get into the tarot. Okay. So now that we know what's going on with your energy, let's figure out what is happening to it, with you, and about it, and all that good stuff, okay? Appreciate y'all being up here in the live. I really can't see because the phone's so far away, and I really have to magnetize my glasses to see what y'all talking about. But I appreciate you. Brutus, what's going on, Brutus? I know that name. Brutus. Yeah. All right. So, here we go. Oh, by the way, TikTok has cordially invited me to have the honor of allowing you guys to subscribe. Not as in just being my TikTok follower or friend, but joining the family. Because I'm starting a community of spiritual, like-minded individuals, okay? And with this subscription, it's pretty cheap. It's like $3.99 a month. But there's so many perks and benefits to joining this family to grow our spiritual community larger, is that there's going to be subscriber-only videos, subscriber-only lives. You'll have customized icons and emojis, and just, I mean, the list is kind of ridiculous, but it's awesome for you. And it's definitely cheaper than Netflix. So, if you're interested, go into my page, go on About Me, scroll down where you see those links, and then you'll see subscription. Hit that button, and bam, takes you right to PayPal. Done deal. That's it. Welcome to the family. Let's get into it. Okay, so let's see what you have going on today with this control issue. Okay, you a little control freak, are you? Probably. Are we all, though, in some kind of way? Yeah. Control your bladder when you're out, right? No public bathrooms available. Control. But this here says you got to delegate that to other people. So maybe you're just taking on too much. Okay? Maybe there's just a lot going on for you here. And you got to divide that up. So we're going to see. And this is what I like to call story mode, my friends. Ooh, somebody's hurting. You're definitely hurting. Or maybe, well, yeah, you're hurting. You're hurting because you are definitely taking on too much here. Okay. So, we continue. The moon. So you know why you feel hurt and you're all in your feelings here with the Three of Swords and the World card? I mean the Moon card. Is because you're not facing your fears. So now I definitely know you have a control issue. Just saying. All right. So a little bit of a control issue here, which is, this is what's hurting you. Okay. It may not be a physical pain, but spiritual and emotional pain is pretty significant, okay? You have the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so let me just knock a few teeth out here for you. It's all metaphorical speaking. Here, the Empress on the bottom of the deck. You have this issue with you controlling how you are either feeling about or attempting to be in relationships. You have a fear of them. And what is your fear? You fear getting hurt. The moon card is facing your fears, and this is your hurt. This is heartbreak. So you stay single. This is your control issue. Tell me I'm lying. All right. Yep. And it all, see, I do intuitive reads. So your energy that you're projecting onto me subconsciously by just watching this video, or not even, is just enough for me to tell you with these 3x5 cards what the hell's going on. And I have a really good high accuracy rate. All right. So this all coordinates together perfectly. This is why I do what I do and use the cards that I use. Okay, so the Sun card. See, you're not happy. You're not happy being single at all. But you're breaking your own heart because you're not facing your fears of obviously having some kind of commitment. Long term, could be with friends, could even be with family. Because family will break your heart quicker than your own significant other. You know what I'm saying? So now we're getting to the root of your problem with the control issue. And that is because deep down inside, you fear being hurt. Don't we all? Okay? Empress. Yeah. Okay. Fool card. You need to stop being foolish about things here. Okay? You're only fooling yourself with this kind of imaginary, well, I wouldn't say imaginary, but this ego-driven kind of control that is making yourself suffer. Internally suffering. So you need to take a leap of faith. Okay? You need to just drop all the heavy weight, because look, all the thing he's carrying is that little sack on a stick with his dog. Okay? So he's not carrying any burdens. He's not having any other weight put on him. So if you want to break this self-heartbreak that you got going on here, you need to take a leap of faith. Stop acting foolish about it. Okay? Trust me, I've been there, and I know that there's a lot of people that will hurt you, but there's a lot of people that won't. And sometimes we go through a lot where people hurt us, and we don't want to continue to go find the people that won't. Just saying. See, you got to get off your ass and do something about it. The Knight of Swords. Start taking some kind of action here, which means because the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords is underneath this moon card, it means you need to take aggressive action to start facing your fears. And your fear is being hurt and looking like a fool. Get it? I do. So you're like, frig it. I'm just going to be single. I'm unhappy anyways. Okay there, Betty or Ben, slow it down. Okay, slow it down. The energy reflection is huge and it's a lot. And I'm here to help you, okay? Like I said, I'm your friendly neighborhood spiritual advisor. Now, all this message might not fit. Some pieces, some sentences, a word might. And that is going to be the trigger for you, boom, to start putting the pieces together. And this is why I do what I do with this. Yeah. Okay. Ace of Pentacles. So with the Ace of Pentacles here underneath the Nine of Pentacles, it says because you have this fear of this relationship control issue deal, you throw yourself into work. You do. You've been throwing yourself into work here. So with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, it means stop that. Cut it out. Stop. Stop chasing the bag. Okay? You need to change direction here. Because you obviously have some inner healing that you need to do, and you're just shuffling it out, not paying attention. And that was a hell of a whistle. Damn! What am I, a football coach? You know that. Yeah. So stop chasing the bag. You need to go in a little bit here and see what's going on. Look at these control issues you got with yourself going on. See, you gotta end it. You gotta dead that shit. Dead it. Yeah, dead it. Oh, hey, check this out, yo. On my YouTube channel, look at me. Right? Look at me. What I do on YouTube, I'm now doing here for you. Okay? But I'm still gonna do my other videos because the videos that I make, believe it or not, for those that are amoebas and have the mind of an earthworm, you're not going to get it. You're really not. But the people that have some kind of brain, whether it's abnormal or not, it's all about spirituality and raising the ascension of yourself to be the highest, best self of you that you could be. So there's innuendos in there. There's subliminal messages. Okay, so there's a message within the music, there's a message within the wording, and there's certainly a message within the visual. So please, enlighten yourself to my videos on my profile because they are very specific. Okay? So check that out. Appreciate that. So, back to what I was saying. On YouTube, I'm doing it now over here on TikTok, but check it out. On YouTube, I teamed up with Mr. Beast. And if you know YouTube, you know Mr. Beast, that guy is the top dog. Number one bullshit. Right? No bullshitting. He is leader. He's got like 147 million followers. Okay? And I'm collabing with him for what? Team Water. What is Team Water? This is a fundraiser that I joined a collaboration with Mr. Beast to give the world and everybody clean water. Okay? So we're promoting that as a fundraiser. There is a link in the TikTok for you to click on and go ahead and donate so then we can give people that don't have water, clean water, give them what we need. Because that's the thing, that's the only thing that we really need to survive. You can last without food for a good while, but water for 3 days, you're dead. You know what I'm saying? So we all need clean water. So go do that. Hashtag Team Water. Go check it out. All right. So back to this. You need to end that. Okay, you need to stop worrying about your finances and your struggle and all that good stuff. I appreciate y'all being up in here. I can't really hit it up and talk to you guys back. So randomly I will stop the read just to go ahead and see what you guys are talking about. But I can't type it back. I'm just going to talk about it. So, yeah. All right. So there it is, the death card. You need to trample all this. Look at this guy. See the horse trampling over this person underneath? What? That's you. You need to run your old self over here. You need to transform this energy. And we call this transmuting energy. So you need to transmute your fears of these relationships because that is what's keeping you in your ego to control things, which we talked about in the beginning, that you need to kind of let it go and transfer that to other people. So if you are in a relationship, stop being so controlling. Delegate the authority to your partner so then that way they're not thinking you're just this control freak. Okay? We all have OCD, I get it, I know. We want specific things in a specific place. But when you're partnering up with somebody, you got to get some slack. You got to bend. I mean, you're not going to break. So if they move something from here to here, it's okay. Don't have a fucking nutty about it. You know what I mean? So this is where that's at. Let's keep going. This is getting juicy. I love it. Look at everybody up in here. Appreciate y'all being up in here. Thank you. Is that Mimi? Thank you, Mimi, for being up in here. All right. Here we go. The Temperance. See, when you let go of this fear that you got, then you're going to find peace. The Temperance card. This is peace, balance, harmony. This is also protected by the angels. But you're gonna get a sense of peace and balance in your life again when you start harmonizing this idea of losing, this fear of this hurt. I need to know why you okay, we're at a little bit of the root here. We just dug through the ground, but we're not deep to get to the bottom of the root. So here, I need to figure out why you're hurt. Yeah, plain and simple. And sometimes, my friend, the truth, it hurts, but somehow it's a little easier hearing it from a stranger. Okay? Ace of Wands. Pow, look at this. This is sweet. Okay, the Ace of Wands. That's a brand new opportunity, possibly in a romantic relationship, or it could be just you're going to spring up this creative idea that you got. And it might be a creative idea to figure out how to face your fears. There's meditation, there's sound vibrations, there's freaking therapy, there's going for a walk out in the woods to get yourself grounded. There's many ways. So I kind of think this is the way you're going to go. You're going to have an opportunity to be able to balance yourself out again and get rid of this control issue of being hurt. Okay? Because all that is just feeding your ego. Straight up. Straight up. See? The Ten of Swords. Tens are about completions in tarot. Okay? But in numerology, it doesn't work because it only goes to 9, which is the real ending here. But we have an ending here with the 10 of Swords. That means no more backstabbing yourself, no more lying to yourself, no more any of that, because that fits in with the Death card, and that is about transformation and endings and death. So now we have 2 Death cards really close together, and 2 tarot cards that have significant meanings combined together have a ginormous meaning. Okay? That's why I just don't read from right to left or whatever. I'm diagonal, I'm sideways, I'm hitting it from the back, you know what I'm saying? So we worked that out. Yeah. And I'm not going to give you the tarot definition because there's too many posers and false prophets out here that will give you the textbook definition and just play it because that's what they read, they studied, and they're understanding. But there's no meaning behind it. There's no energy behind it. Okay, those are the charlatans. I might give you a brief description of what the card is, but then we're going to talk about it a little bit in deeper, intuitive sense, so that way you get a better perspective for you to decide if that's going to work for you or not. Okay? That's what we call collective conscious relatability. Okay? It's not programming. This is not advice. This is not a directive. I'm not telling you what to do. This is just guidance. Because it's the energy that some people can pick up and interpret. Okay? And if you look in 1 Corinthians 12, it talks about how spirituality is a part of the Bible. These kind of gifts to interpret, because that's what I'm doing, interpreting, is a gift from God. 1 Corinthians 12. The gift of prophecy, the gift of messaging, the gift of... Just read it, okay? I mean, who do you think Daniel was in the Bible? Right? Who's Moses? Was Moses a wizard? No. He had the gift from God to be able to do things that he did. Otherwise, he still would have been an alcoholic. But he was and did that. So what are you going to do about that? Right? Look at yous. Everybody's up in here. Raphael and Lazy Chef. What's going on, y'all? Yeah. Okay, so here it is. Boom. You know what that means? You're going to be a super trooper. The 9 of Wands says you're going to continue to let go of this. Or you're going to start, whatever, wherever you are, because everybody's on different levels, because we're on different time frames, okay? Your perspective is different from mine. That's why we have differences of opinions. But I tell you, the rules should be the same when it comes to the law in every state. So if you run a stop sign in Texas, it should be just as equally effective or punishable in California or Massachusetts. It don't matter. Those laws should be the same across the state. Let's go. Because that's how our energy flows here. It's all the same. Okay? So you're going to end a whole bunch of conflicts here with yourself. 5 of Wands in the reverse. Yeah. The 5 of Wands definitely speaks about conflict, competition, strife. Okay? So that's underneath the Temperance, which is balance, which is underneath the Fool card, which is underneath the 3 of Swords. So now we're really getting to the root, the deeper root of what is going on with you with this control and why you're not looking at it to stop breaking your own heart. The control issue is part of the competition. So yes, everybody does compete for a suitor, okay? But sorry, you might not be the top dog. That's what I'm saying. So your ego kicks in, then your control kicks in, and then you feel hurt because maybe your ego got crushed because you weren't top dog, and that's how you got to this heartbreak. Ooh! Damn, I just dug in somebody's ass! Yeah. So I got all up in that. Okay? Because I really feel that a lot of people let their egos fly, man, and they wonder why shit ain't working. See? You can do this, facing your fears. Now we have confirmation that you're going to have to look at what you fear and you're going to have to overcome that. And it looks like you really do. You're getting out of this cycle because I really feel that you've been in this repetitive cycle of, it's like this. Say you're sitting in your house and all of a sudden you're like, oh man, I got to go to the store. I need, I don't know, Dr. Pepper. It's a brisket, whatever. So you get in the car, you turn on the radio, you hear a little jammy jam, you back out the driveway. As soon as you start pulling forward down the road, what are you doing? You're switching the radio station to find a better song. And then you're like a block away from the store and you're changing the song again because you think that there's another song that you're going to like that's better. This is what you're doing, okay? But it's with relationships. And it doesn't have to be romance. It could be with your family, it could be with your friends, it could be with your coworkers, it could even be with your pet. Who knows? Okay? Let's do it. Hermit, boom, I seen that, and then I was like shuffling, and then I came right out. Sorry, I got a little hungry and chewed it up. This deck here is my second oldest deck. The first oldest deck kind of got water damage, and then I have insurance for the flooding, so I got wrecked. But yeah, this is the second oldest deck that I've had. I've been doing this kind of stuff since 2020, actually September 11th, 2020. Yeah. You want to hear another funny thing about that September 11th? I joined the service because I'm a United States Army veteran. 2 combat tours under my belt, snap your neck in 2 seconds, and give you an IV in your ankle. But I joined the service in September 11th, 2003. Wow. So these synchronicities mean something. So 9/11, 9/11, 03, 03, we got it right there. So those are very synchronicitable things that a lot of people just kind of miss. Because you're the hustle and bustle of the day and you're so busy, you're doing whatever. And you miss these things. But see, I'm here to tell you that but we are spirit beings. Okay, I have a Bible that's 171 years old. And it kind of fucking tells you a different story than your NIV or your King James that you got on your nightstand right now. So when you pull the facts from previous versions that go back that weren't so tainted, it tells a different story about a whole lot of things. I don't know where I was going with that. I just was blabbing. Sharing information. Okay, so now you have the 4 of Cups. So the 4 of Cups and the Hermit. Oh! Now we get into the root. Right? Ladies, you want to dye your hair? You better get to the root, right? Otherwise, it's going to look a little two-tone and not. It's going to look a little off. Same thing. So now we're getting to the root. Your fear, the moon card, is that you're not, you have to look deep. The hermit is going within, finding that truth, understanding where you need to go in your journey on your path. And you do find that enlightenment, okay? And your root cause of all this hurt, of all this fear, and all this control is you're afraid of rejection. You are afraid of rejection. Tell me I'm lying. But let me say this, who wouldn't? Okay, who wouldn't? I mean, we could draw that all the way back to school. Even before that, when you're at home, when you're like 6 years old and you ask your mother for a cookie, she says no. Rejection is very serious. It can really do some damage. And it can last a long ass time. But see, that rejection is not of you, it is what has been put on you. So that's what we need to decipher here. That's what we need to realize about some things in our life is that look at who rejected you. Were they all that in a bag of chips? Probably not. Were you settling? Were you a little codependent? Maybe so. And that's where the programming comes in because it all relates back to our parents and how they were in their relationships and in themselves to project that on us. Woo! Oh, when I was in college at 35 years old with 5 kids after the Army, I had a criminal justice degree with a 3.3 grade average, and my psych class was an A+. Thank you. Toot my own horn today. Let's keep going. So your root cause, because I remember over here I'm talking about we got to find the root of why you feel hurt, and it's because you don't like to be rejected. That's your fear. That's your biggest fear. Okay? But look at this. You have the Queen of Swords. I mean, the King of Swords. You need to be bold. You need to think smart. The King of Swords is an intelligent person. Very intellectual, very smart, highly intuitive. Okay? But the King of Swords lives in their truth boldly. No shame, no sugar, no nothing. If you're afraid of bugs, you can say, I'm afraid of bugs. You're not going to try to creep out and be like, oh, I'm not afraid of bugs. And there comes a bug and you're scared like a little bitch and you run off. That's not living boldly in your truth. This is what you need to do. Because when you recognize if you're afraid of something, well, that's the first damn step. Because then you're going to take the next step and then you won't be afraid of nothing anymore. If it comes to bugs or whatever, this is your fear of being rejected. So if you put into your mind that you know that 1 out of 5, you're going to get rejected, that's going to somehow transform and transmute that energy so then you're not going to be so hurt when you do get that 1 rejection out of 5. You follow me? Because you're pre-programming yourself for already a defeat. It's not coming as a shock. So this is where now these angel numbers and your shadow oracles come into play with your controlling issue, which is controlling you being rejected. Now you have to let it go, transfer that to others. So that means you have to recognize that you're going to be hurt at some point in life. And letting somebody have that energy. Because then you are going to recognize that, hey, all right, you get rejected, you're going to be like, see, I told myself I knew that was going to happen. And bam, you're not going to hurt as much. This is where we need to go with you. you or yous or y'all, whoever, however, but it's for you, okay? So then you have the Queen of Pentacles here. Bam. It's going to take you some focus. You're going to have to really consciously use your intelligence to focus on this. Because apparently you get too emotional and then it's all back to the ego. Because once you start feeling the hurt of the rejection, then you climb up, then your ego, here comes your control, and now you can't change shit. This is what the cards are saying, my friends, okay? All right, let's pull a couple more. I appreciate y'all definitely being up in here. Look at y'all just blowing it up. Let's see, what is that? Donna Wolf, what's going on? Donna, how you doing? Appreciate that. What's going on? Kiki, Tiffany. Yeah, you guys are awesome. Thank you for being up in here, joining the live. Maybe you should follow me and then maybe subscribe. We're trying to build a little a community over here of highly individual, vibing, spiritual people. Okay. It's a star card. See, with this card here, this is how YouTube does it. They make me blog it out. Oh, look at this. You can't see that, right? But you could watch some chick fully like nude under some sheer lingerie, and that's no problem. So you're like violating my First Amendment rights. So there you go, star card. You're stripping up all your clothes. You're taking it all off. You're shredding your skin, your old skin. Like a snake, okay? And then once that skin is gone, the snake gets bigger, doesn't it? Yeah. So you're going to be in this healing process if you just focus on standing in your truth and recognizing that, hey, I ain't the cream of the crop, and I'm going to get rejected for something, somewhere, somehow. And when you start processing that logic, well, then the hurt that comes up with the rejection isn't that bad. True story. Yeah. Healing is a son of a bitch, I'll tell you that. We do it every day, all day, pretty much. Okay, so now you have the Page of Wands. Okay, so with the Page of Wands here, I want to say that you need to take this one step at a time, okay? You need to take baby steps in this healing process. Don't just, boom, have one day of, recognizing everything and thinking you're healed. The healing process is slow, it's steady. It's small steps, one at a time, one foot in front of the other, okay? One day will be better than the next, and the next, and the next. So you got to keep thinking that way, so that way you can lock down this idea of changing this control tactic that you have. Woo! I mean, I hope that you brought, your little swimmies, you got your floaties, your pool tube, your pool noodle, whatever, because we dive in deep, and there ain't never a lifeguard on duty, okay? So, here we go. I'm going to pull a couple cards here to close this out because I really like the way this is wrapping up here. I don't think we need to dig in any more because I was looking for the root, and then we got told the root, and then now it's suggesting on how you should heal. So now let's just close it out. Okay, so this is going to be big. This is your outcome. Okay, this is your grand finale, your bachelor rose, your home run, whatever, with this Eight of Cups. This, to me, is my sacrifice card. And I'm not talking about vampires or freaking, whatever's going on with that shit. I'm really talking about sacrificing. You're going to have to give up something. Eight of Cups represents walking away. See all these cups down here? These things here, these are all the things that were in your life that weren't emotionally fulfilling you. Because those cups are empty. There's nothing in it. So with two more cups, you'd be looking at the Ten of Cups. And the Ten of Cups is your happiness. It's your joy, it's fulfillment, it's all this good stuff, right? So you need to walk away from things that don't emotionally serve you And what not emotionally serves you in this here reading is your own self-destructive thoughts of control to avoid the hurt of being rejected. Pow! Let's get your next card. Oh, joy, look at this. Two of Pentacles. So the two is about making a decision. The Pentacles is about your stability. So now you have to basically juggle the decision on how you're going and who you might have to let go. Could be friends, could be family. Like I said, this main letting go is this control. So you're going to have to decide what serves you emotionally and what doesn't. And that is what you're going to have to decide to leave and break and transform. So that way you're not, all over the place. Because trust me, listen, now we're done with this, okay? This is a little personal now between me and you. I've been through some shit where you got hurt, dude, okay? Like, I just went through this elaborate thing with a person that proved to be the real deal. But the mentality of the deception and the lies and the lengths that this person would go to make me think that I needed to help them was outrageous. If I showed you some of the pictures and told you some of the things that this person was going to do if I wasn't going to be in their life, was crazy. But then it came out to be that a liar will always tell themselves, and it came to be that this person was making up all these dramatics, including even doctoring situations and scenarios to make it look like they did something when they really didn't do it, like hurt themselves. It's hard to pull away from somebody that's telling you they're going to hurt themselves. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to give that energy out. You're going to give that time, that support, the help. And all it was for some monetary gain. Dude, I can't even. The mentality of some people to go through all the... I don't want to get into examples because it's fresh and it was very mind-blowing to see the lengths of the hurt that people will go to put you through to get what they want. And that's all narcissist shit. It's all about ego shit. And I do videos on that stuff too. And by the way, I am a certified life coach. I got the certificate to shove up your ass if you don't believe me, but I'm just saying. Not only am I a psychic tarot with a whole bunch of clairs, I do life coaching. I had a website running up, but I had a little problem with the county deciding where the residential zones lay to have a home business or not. Fuck you, Freemasons. You can have a fucking town hall right next to my house, but I can't do a spiritual business in my own house. This is what I'm saying. It's the shit that hurts. But what do you got to do? You got to look at things and you got to realize you're going to be rejected for something. From someone, somehow. And when you have that logic, then it makes things just a little bit easier for you to digest and not sit here with a broken heart. Okay? So, get on my shit. Look at everything I got. Hit the like button. Okay? Hit the like button at least. I definitely appreciate that. I have thousands of subscribers on YouTube. Like I said, I've been doing this since 2020, and I have about almost 2 million people that just check me out. You know what I'm saying? Almost 2 million people I've reached with my word and my ways, and just about 5 years now. So join the family, subscribe, come on over to this side, hit the follow button, send me a direct message. You want to subscribe? We're joining this community. Definitely, let's get that rocking and rolling. Definitely love y'all being out here. Look at y'all blowing it up. Maria, I love it. Dude, I had some tacos today, boy. Tell you, me and my dog were living it up. Yeah, tacos make everything better. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Thank you for being up in this live. And I have to stand up. Sorry, lady up. We're going to have to do that later to co-host. But I definitely got you. Okay, this was just the prelims. Trying to get this terror out so you guys understand now the full reality of my scope of skills. And we will do the collabs definitely at another time. But I'm grateful that you wanted to try. Forget you. Come back around. Follow me. Become a subscriber, whatever you want to call it. And then we'll do it again. But other than that, be blessed, be brave, be bold, be well. Peace and pray every day, because that shit is realer than the skin on your body. And I'll see y'all again. I got to get up and get over to the camera. Deuces.